the last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason, who's content to exchange and see if Villarraga can take his firepower.
Dropped his hand.
Wearing white trunks with multicolored trim. His record, 10 victories, 7 defeats, 1 draw. 5 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Bogota, Colombia, Cesar Rastastas Villarraga. His record, perfect. 9 fights, 9 victories. 8 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Cleveland, Ohio, Abdullah Mason.
Obey my commands. That's the foul line. That's the foul line. Touch your gloves. Go to your corners.
This is his 10th fight in just 21 months as a pro, and he's ready to shine here for all of you on Top Rank Boxing on ESPN. Those were his first 2 fights of 2023, fighting for the 3rd time this year, and that's what you want to see in a developing young fighter like Abdullah Mason. Activity and improvement, and he hasn't failed yet.
It's like if you let some bread sit on the counter too long, it's gonna get moldy. You let some food in the refrigerator sitting there too long, what's gonna happen? It's gonna get spoiled. If you let a boxer sit too long, what happens? He gets rusty.
Just 19 years old.
You know, that's hard to believe. I'm not gonna lie. That's really hard to believe when you watch him in the way he controls the ring and dominates the center of the ring, and just his reflexes and counterpunching ability and everything that comes along with him. You know, this young man. Look, this young man has an opportunity to be a champion.
He's in a loaded lightweight division, so he may have to wait his turn and deal with the politics as Villarraga lands a looping left hand.
I mean, this guy hasn't won a fight in 7 years. He hasn't won a fight in 7 years, man. But he's here to make it rough and tough for Mason.
He did upset Brandon Mendoza in October, but let's listen in, break them down, and set them up to finish in impressive fashion.
Yeah, that was a nice right hand. Just, you know, right there. Villarraga just letting his hands go. Just let him go, fly, let him fly. Something will eventually land. Another right hand lands for Villarraga.
Villarraga making Mason work, which is good. Making him think about that right hand, moving his feet.
Look, that's exactly. I mean, Villarraga is reactive. That's what he is. That's the word I was looking for. He's reactive. Just reactive, like he's almost scared. You know, he's making sure that he's protecting himself. When Mason lets some offense off, he's making sure to punch back just so he can bag him off.
So both fighters landing nice counter shots. Villarraga with the rights and Abdullah with the lefts.
See, that's what I mean, my reactive right there from Villarraga. So what he did was he's waiting, buying his time. Then he's waiting on the young gun to let something go, and then he's reacting right after, because he knows those are the moments that there's some vulnerability in Mason's game.
There's that 1-2.
There it is. Boom, nice 1-2. See, Mason got caught right there just trying to think. Sometimes you just got to react.
Nice body work from Mason with the left. We were talking about that precise concept of just being instinctual and not thinking in the ring with Nico Ali Walsh, who we'll see later on tonight, and see if he can get closer to that in his return from. He is impressive to watch. Born in Ughelli, Nigeria, the fastest knockout in boxing history against Curtis Harper, who just walked out of the ring and said, nah, I'm not having that.
Bye, Felicia.
Yes, and he started boxing at 17 out of self-defense. So imagine who's tough enough to be messing with this dude.
Hey. Okay.
Hey, he's an undefeated fighter who's on a 12-fight knockout streak, 19-0 with 18 knockouts.
Look, not an easy task.
Not at all.
I don't think it's an easy task. If he makes it look easy, wow. You know, Kosobuski is a pocket rocket. He likes to operate mid-range to inside. He's dangerous. He has short arms and he's compact. And he doesn't load up his shots. They just come right from position and they're heavy, heavy punches.
But Villarraga just landed a nice looping overhand left. Oh, nice uppercut from Abdullah Mason, and he shook Villarraga. Now he's going down to the body. Nice left from Mason. He set it up perfectly off of a blinding jab.
That body shot. Now, see, now that's what I'm talking about. Now, those are precise shots right there from Mason. Nice setup, getting around the elbow of Villarraga to land that body shot.
Now he's making Villarraga miss with a right.
And another guy that does it quite often is Jared Anderson.
We saw him get caught by Charles Martin last time out. Low on the belt line there from Abdullah Mason. Those shots are good as he now focuses his work downstairs.
Good angles on the inside by Abdullah Mason.
Stop, breaks the back off his head. 5 seconds.
Villarraga giving Abdullah Mason a solid test here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That was Amir Mason, Abdullah's brother, with the last words there for Abdullah.
So that's what I would tell. That's what I would tell Abdullah is like, hey man, use your jab, take your time. I know you want to break him down. You're getting anxious.
Oh.
You know you're 19 years old. Take your time though.
You know what? Villarraga starts quick. The last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason, who's content to exchange and see if Villarraga can take his firepower.
Dropped his hand, threw an uppercut from too far. That's another thing that I noticed from Abdullah Mason. Sometimes he throws his uppercut from a little bit too far away, and he drops the opposite hand in the process, and he got caught right there with that shot.
Nice body work, straight left to the belt line.
But I could just tell you this: Abdullah doesn't feel threatened at all. I mean, if he felt threatened, he wouldn't be throwing shots and unleashing shots like that and allowing anything to get inside. So he's comfortable right now, taking and also receiving. He's being a real pro right now. He's growing up before our eyes.
Villarraga made his pro debut in September of 2013. That means Abdullah Mason was just 9 years old. Abdullah just turned 19 recently. Nice left uppercut from Abdullah, straight left. You see the quickness in that left hand, and Villarraga answers with the overhand right.
Nice angle taken right there from. He's no slouch. He's in there. He's trying. I don't know. He don't look like he's trying to win, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to fight back. That's it. He's trying to fight back. He knows what he's here to do. He's here to test the young gun. He's not here to win.
He's doing just that.
Just enough. That's it. Just enough.
Just
Good
enough
right
to
hand.
keep Abdullah Mason honest, actually.
That's it. And to end some mistakes or flaws.
Yeah.
So the matchmakers can see and say, okay, he's not ready for that. Maybe we're going to put him in with that.
Ooh, nice body work from Abdullah Mason. Sitting on his punches, taking right hand as these two exchange at the bell. But he's also landing some shots on Abdullah.
Yeah, I mean, Villarraga is definitely taking some, but he's also dishing some. But I like this inside work, nice and tight, digging down to the body, getting around that guard right there. And then you see that right there. That right there is what I'm worried about moving forward. You know, you're getting your offense off. You're getting a little bit too greedy. Abdullah, being young, being a little bit, I would say, somewhat naive to a certain degree. He doesn't feel the power coming back from Villarraga, so he's okay. He's like, that's nothing. That's nothing for me.
Yeah, half of Villarraga's 10 victories have come by stoppage. Villarraga is a step up from what we've seen Mason in against before, in that he's presenting a challenge. He's presenting different questions to be asked from Abdullah Mason, which he's figuring out as the rounds progress.
Yes.
Ooh, Villarraga setting up that right hand, and Mason just barely ducks out of the way.
Again, no feints. I'm looking for feints. I don't see enough feints. You know, one of the things that what I learned from Manny Pacquiao was, when I fought him the first time, was Dude, he fainted the hell out of me. Oh my gosh, this dude throws so many feints. Foot feints, head feints, hand feints, you know, and he kept me busy.
Yeah.
He kept me burning energy, just trying to anticipate when he's going to attack. And I said, you know what, I'm bringing that to my game. Feints. I'm going to throw a ton of feints.
Mental pressure.
Oh my goodness, yes it is. Oh,
Ooh.
nice uppercut. That time he got it right on the money. Caught him as he was coming forward with that beautiful uppercut. The key is the liver. That's where the key is at, the liver. He got to find a way to get to that liver of Villarraga.
Villarraga, the father of 3
another
children,
right hand. Catching him coming
15,
in.
11, and 4. He fights for them to have a better life, and that's what Abdullah Mason's up against. A man who works constructions in the heat of Southern California, then goes to the gym because he loves this. And so you got to break him down like Mason's trying to do there to the body.
Keep testing that body, keep breaking them down. The process still isn't done. You have to keep working that body.
5 excellent rounds of work being
Yes, it
provided
is.
for Abdullah Mason by Cesar Villarraga. Professional debuts. I mean, 4 out of the 5 Abdullah or 5 Mason brothers are going to be fighting within the next month. And you see Villarraga taking those body shots from Mason, who has now set his sights on going downstairs against the Colombian.
It's nice. It's good work. But he's been a little bit, Mason's been a little bit more responsible in the inside. He's going 1 and 2s, not 3s and 4s.
Use it as a jab or put it away.
And let me tell you something else about feints. You know, at the end of the last round, Mason, he did throw some feints.
Stop, break,
And it
step
was
back,
almost
step
like
back, step back.
some hand feints. But Villarraga didn't bite because it was the wrong distance and he didn't believe it. You know, your feints, when you do it, you got to do it at a certain distance to where you're just outside that line of fire. And
Sometimes you got to grind out a win.
oh yeah,
And not just blast guys out.
yes.
And this is valuable experience for Abdullah Mason, who came into this fight basically with a total of 23 rounds and 9 fights. He's going to leave here with 29 and 10 fights. But this was a tough man in front of him in Villarraga at 37 years old.
You know, I think he needs a even better test than this, you know, moving forward. I mean, when you get tested, I mean, it deepens your bag of experience, you know, and you find ways to have him to overcome like he's doing right now.
There's that flurry from Abdullah Mason trying to break down Villarraga. That's a great left hand as Villarraga tries to answer. But Mason is answering the call here in the 6th round.
And see, you know, we hear that saying all the time that pressure, you know, is known to create diamonds. Hey, he has to show. He has to show tonight, man. He has to show which one he is. Is he a stanky fart under that pressure, or guess what? Or he a diamond. And right now he's showing he's a diamond, baby.
He's a diamond in the rough.
That's right.
Valiant Mason, his father, is in charge of making sure that he polishes that up, makes the right cut so that Abdullah Mason can fulfill his destiny of becoming a future world champion.
Is that he never stopped looking for the knockout.
Yes.
He has that killer instinct, my brother. He does. He has the killer instinct, man, and that's hard to teach. But it was a good sound fight, I believe, for him. Great learning experience for him. And he's going to go back to the drawing board after this fight. There's no doubt about it. And he's going to come back even bigger, stronger, and better.
Henry Ellick, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and Chris Ritter all scored the bout 60-54. For your winner by unanimous decision, Abdullah Mason!
10th victory, great work for the young man out of Cleveland, Ohio, representing the state proudly. Unanimous decision, got a lot of good rounds in.